All right, we're going to be purchasing a domain name. You can go anywhere you want to purchase a domain name. Godaddy, uh, Domain Cheap. There's plenty of places to purchase a domain name. I like using this company here, which used to be called One and One, but now it's called IONOS. And because it's just easy to use, and if you have problems, their help is pretty nice also. So we want this to be as inexpensive as possible. So we're going to buy a $1 domain name. It's $15 after the first year. So my recommendation is, and I'm going to show you that later on, to shut off the automatic renewal so that you pay your $1 and then you won't do it. Their hosting, their domain names are fairly priced. So if you wanted to keep the domain name for more than 1 year, the best thing to do is to buy multiple years when you first sign up. Then it'll be cheaper than $15 a year. I think it's like 11 if you do multiple years. You can also get hosting with that. So it's 12 months for $1 for a month. So it's $12 for the first, but then it's $8 a month after that. That's very expensive. And that's why they use this. Get you in there cheap, and then you don't want to leave, so you end up paying way too much money. We're going to be using free Hostia, so we don't need to have hosting at all. Free Hostia is absolutely free. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and type in a domain name I want it to look for me. So the easiest thing to do is just type in your name. So, well, let's just do this one since I've been using it. Tom Brady, and then my month of birth, 7, and then my year of birth, 62, and then .com. You can just use your name, but obviously my name is being used by the other Tom Brady. I don't care what you use here. If you want to do Masters of the Universe, whatever, that's fine with me also. So I just use this using your name because that's the easiest for you to remember. So I recommend that you stick with that. Okay, then I just hit the check button to see if it's available. And it says, hey, look, it's available. So if it's not available, they're going to give you some other options, and you can pick any of these that you wish. I don't want you to spend more than $1 though. So that's the only thing. But if you wanted to get a dot online for whatever reason and want to pay $6, then go ahead and do it. They all work the same anyway. Then I'm going to hit the add to cart button. And then the remove thing comes up, and at the very bottom here you can see a continue. We're going to go ahead and hit the continue button. If you hit the remove, then you got to start all over again. So let's hit the continue. And then it says, hey, you want the $1 special per month for hosting, and we were going to get free hosting, so we don't need that. So don't click add to cart. Just come down here and click on continue to domain only. All right, then it comes here, and you can see it's $1, which is good. That's exactly what we want. Total is $1. There's actually probably going to be an ICANN fee around here somewhere, maybe at the end. But again, they're going to try to get you to add stuff like here and here, but don't do that. Just hit the continue. We want to continue with the $1 special. And then it looks like it's going to cost $1, so that's good. So you don't have an account yet, so you're going to have to create a new account. And then you're going to make sure you check this personal. All right, you don't want people calling you up trying to sell you something because you're a business and they're going to sell your information. Can't help that. So just use personal, and then you don't have to worry about people calling you up because they don't want to sell you. They're not going to buy anything anyway. Down here, be careful with your email address. Make sure you put it in correctly. That's one problem students have had in the past, is they've typed in their email address and then typed it wrong. You might want to use whatever Gmail account that you normally use rather than using your student account. That's totally up to you which one you want to go ahead and use. Just make sure you can find the email after that. And then you have to give it a good phone number, because they're going to call to make sure you are who you are, because there's a problem with people buying dollar domain names and then sending out those Nigerian prince emails to everyone in the world, and then we can't come back and arrest them. So they're going to want you to put in a good phone number, and then they're going to give you a call just to make sure you are who you are after that. If after that point you get a phone call from someone trying to sell you something from 1&1, let them know that you're doing this as a class project and you need to be taken off the list so you're not called ever again. And then again, use your information up there, choose a password, at least 8 characters, upper and lower case, contains digits, special characters. Just be careful. What I always usually do is I will go ahead and open up a notepad file, type in the password that I want to use, and then paste it in twice here. And then I'm sure that it's the right password. Again, biggest problem I have is students typing in a password and then not being able to remember it, or mistyping it in the first place and then can't lock themselves out of the account. And then you're going to have to go on with payment options. You're going to have to use a credit card or use PayPal. So if you don't have a credit card, if you can use a parent or a friend or whatever, like I said, just give them $1, maybe give them $2. They make a profit on the deal, and you get your domain name. But you're going to have to use some other way. You can't use cash, unless I guess you can go to Walmart and buy yourself one of those credit cards, and then use that if you wish. So it's all up to you how you want to do it. But you're going to have to pay the $1, and make sure you're only paying the $1. If it comes up and they're charging you $13, you accidentally added hosting. If there's any other money involved, just hit the back button and go back through this thing again, and don't. It should always end up being just $1. All right, that's all you need to do.